Interests of the client come first. General principle. The client's interests, as distinguished from those of the registrant or any other party, are at the core of the obligations under Section 13.3. The fact that a recommendation or decision is determined by the registrant on a reasonable basis to be suitable for a client pursuant to paragraph 13.3(1)(a will therefore not be considered to be enough to meet this obligation. The registrant must also determine that the action puts the client's interest first pursuant to paragraph 13.3(1)(b). Range of possible suitable recommendations. Regulators recognize that there may be several options or courses of action for a registrant to take when recommending securities or services to clients, or when making decisions for clients that can meet the criteria for a suitability determination. An assessment by a registrant of the specific suitability factors outlined in paragraph 13.3(1)(a may result in a range of possible suitable recommendations or decisions for the client. However, when making a suitability determination, registrants must put the client's interests first, ahead of their own interests and any other competing considerations, such as a higher level of remuneration or other incentives, and must exercise their professional judgment when opting for one recommendation or decision among other suitable options. Account type suitability. The suitability determination criteria set out in paragraphs 13.3(1)(a and b apply broadly to all investment actions taken by or recommended to a client by a registrant, including opening an account for a client. When opening an account, regulators expect registrants to ensure that the type of account recommended, the dealer or advisor compensation option, and the nature of the service offered to the client, including the use of investment strategies such as leveraging, are both suitable for the client and put the client's interest first, and explain the features and associated costs of different types of accounts that are available to the client at the registered firm, such as, for example, fee-based and commission-based accounts, and recommend the type of account that puts the client's interest first. The suitability determination of the account type should be made prior to the opening of the account, subject to the exception noted earlier where securities are transferred in from another registrant and it's not possible to complete the suitability determination of the account type in advance of opening an account for the client. In this case, regulators expect the registrant to complete the suitability determination of the account type within a reasonable time period after the account is opened. Periodic reviews of client's account. The suitability determination criteria set out in paragraphs 13.3(1)(a and b also apply to all periodic reviews of a client's account and the securities within the account that a registrant completes under subsection 13.3(2), including decisions or recommendations to continue to hold securities, and determinations about how much cash to leave uninvested in a client's account. Client instructions and liquidating securities. The suitability determination criteria also apply upon receiving a client instruction, as well as to liquidating securities for clients, such as those transferred in from another registrant. Registrants must use their professional judgment when liquidating such securities for clients, and must do so in a way that puts the client's interest first, being mindful of any tax or other consequences to the client. Circumstances where appropriate accounts, securities, and services are not available. If the registrant cannot recommend an account, services, or securities to the client that meet the criteria set out in paragraphs 13.3, 1a and b, because these are not available at the firm, the registrant should decline to open an account or provide the securities or the services to the client.